Hi there, welcome to my channel. This is my first time doing it. Hopefully, yeah, it's not too bad for me being in front of the camera. Yeah, a bit comfortable to be honest. But I'll just get started straight away, so you don't spend too much time listening to me, all the fluff and all that. Anyway, I did some research before I buy my roller luggages and bags, as most guys would. YouTube, I check a lot, like pros and cons. But I'll start with the first luggage that I bought, and this is the one. It's a think tank, a airport navigator. Now this is an amazing one because the selling point for this is the top part that you can open. Check that out. Now you can keep this open with the handle over there. It stays open. Just show it to you a bit without falling off some of the stuff. So as you are shooting along the way, you're dragging this, rolling this, you can just get the camera, shoot, and just put it back, keep it open and roll. So this can be kept open all the time, although I wouldn't actually use it because it's too, when you're shooting out there, people walking past, whoa, there's a good camera in the back, they just take and go. So I normally just keep it closed. I keep my camera, put it back and close it and roll it, and it stays closed like that. So you can't really see it, it stays closed. So it's really good. You can put two cameras side by side. I think with a 2470 it's not a problem. With a Nikon, really a huge one. And this is the other main compartment. Sorry, it's just my lighting gear, it may fall off. So this is it. It comes with a laptop sleeve and all that. It's really cool. And you can put a lot of cameras. So as you can see, if you put a camera down here, you can see both sides. You can put two cameras side by side and some other lenses. Now this is what I like about this. I can place a lot of cameras in here, close it up, and only open the top flap as and when I need it to. Of course, it comes with other like small zippers and for passports, for the pockets really good. And the main second selling point for this is actually this strap right here. Now this strap is not just a normal strap, it opens up. Now this, sometimes you see the strap like swing left and right, it's like, and you start stepping on it as you're rolling, it's like, yeah, it's really terrible. This stays in here because it's locked up here. On top of that, this selling point is not just for this. You can piggyback this on another bigger luggage, the check-in luggage. When I travel, sometimes suddenly I got no hands to carry other stuff. So this can hook onto the other roller handle, and you can piggyback this. Hopefully it's not too heavy because the other luggage will take some weight there on that. So this is normally around 10 kilos when you start putting cameras in and all that. So this is really good for this function wise. Honestly, this is my favorite. I don't think any back roller luggage for now is as good as this in terms of functionality and all that. Now there's only one problem with this. I travel a few flights, international, locals and all that. This is a bit broad, it's a bit wide. Why I buy this? Because we know that most flight rules and is to stay within 7 kilograms. Now, well, we call it kilograms here, and I know Americans sometimes they use a different term, but for us here we use kilograms, and 7 kilograms is normally the limit. Some 8, but normally to be on the safe side because you try and see different flights, 7 kilograms is the ideal unless you're flying business class and all that. Now this luggage alone is, I can't remember, 4.5, 4.7 kilograms. So that leaves you with very little weight space that you can. Now just because this is big and put a lot of camera, it doesn't mean you can put a lot when you travel, because the weight alone is like 4.5, kind of 4.5, 4.7. So maybe you can put like one camera with some lenses. So the size is just enough for all that thing. Now the challenge, besides this is so heavy, is the width. Now when you walk, like when you walk in the plane, and the aisle in the plane, it's a certain width. So this just fits it perfect. Well, maybe a bit more gap, but the problem is, even with this much of gap, sometimes I put bottles in here and then it keeps getting stuck on the chair, or this passenger seats on a plane. It just keep hitting it. So it's like, it keeps getting stuck. So I bought this besides this being a special feature that I like, and this piggybacking thing, and the good thing is because I'm a short guy, like using this luggage, it doesn't make me feel like it's a big luggage. So hopefully they don't weigh this. Some airlines do weigh it, some don't. Touch wood, I've always been okay. But I think once or twice I got checked before, but I managed to get away with it. With other things that I'll probably share in the next video. But this is the thing for travel. And I love this. I mean, for local weddings, I mean, without doubt, this is the wedding luggage, roll luggage that I'll use most of the time. Now, but because sometimes I'm traveling a bit more now, I'm thinking that, you know what, it's quite risky to keep hoping that they will not check and weigh this luggage, because if they do, I'll be in trouble. I have to pay a lot of extra fine in terms of the weight, or they ask me to check this in, which is not really ideal, because there goes all the broken glasses that I have, and some say insured, some say not, regardless whether they insure or not. If I arrive at a destination wedding and I don't have gears to shoot, that's a big problem, because I'm hired to shoot a wedding and I can't do that without any gears. Anyway, this is my first luggage that I really love. Okay, the other wheel's pretty good too, but it's pretty heavy. Anyway, the second one. Now along the way I realized that, you know what, I need to find another luggage that is way lighter, that allows me to put more gears in. So I nearly wanted to buy 10 bar. I can't remember what it's called, but that one is so tough, non-crushable. The step on the luggage is still so good, but the weight is like this, and it opens from the top, which is much the same like a normal luggage. As much as I like that 10 bar is good, because if they do check your weight and realize that you have to check in at the gate, then you don't really have to worry that, if they throw your luggage, your camera gear should still be okay, because it's not going to be, it's not, they say call it not crushable, but it's really tough. But then again, we don't really want to try that out. Hopefully you don't go through that. But Think Tank has just launched a new luggage. It's called Airport Advantage. I think just before I bought this, they have Advantage Plus. As much as I like the Plus, that defeats the purpose of actually going through to this Advantage, because Plus, I think, is another kilos extra. 3.7 kilos is a bit larger. Although it's still lighter by 1 kilo, so it's just not worth it. I need it to be really low, and Think Tank Advantage without the Plus is this right over here. As you can see, it's slimmer. It is a bit bigger because I put my reflector in here, which I don't need to. So I'll just take this out. See how flat that goes? There's a laptop sleeve right there, but if you want to use it. Actually, I just found out, they probably know about it, but if you keep the flap in there like that, you can keep this open all the time. As you're, as you're shooting halfway, you can just throw stuff in there. If you're shooting film or some of the stuff, just put it in there. You keep it open, that's fine. Okay, let's close it. I don't really like the Velcro. I think it looks cheap, but actually it's a good idea, because if someone tries to open your bag, you can hear that. Yeah, someone's trying. Anyway, this is good. Handles all around. As you can see, the thickness of this and this. Now, according to Think Tank, I've not tried, but maybe in a few months' time when I travel, these can actually store under the seat, which I think it's possible because it's really thin. Well, thin enough to go in there. Size of the wheels, I can see, it's the same. Okay? Now, is this the most amazing bag? I mean, honestly, it looks like just another bag. I bought this because of the size that you can go under if you run out of space up there. Hopefully it can fit, which I think you can fit. And it's 2.7 kilograms. Now 2.7 kilograms it's not it is the lightest from my point of view today, until someone else comes with something else. But this 2.7 kilos will help me a lot in terms of, because like 4.7, 2.7, you got 2 kilos. Now 2 kilos means a big DSLR with a lens-ish, depending on the size of the lens. So that's one camera extra to fit in, which is so important. So anyway, features wise, like I said, it's pretty standard, like all Think Tank and most. It's just pockets here, transparent pockets, so you know what is it. I always like transparent pockets. Some pockets like, you can't see, you don't know what is that, you lost things, you don't even know it. Anyway, I can't really show you too much because it's going to fall, but roughly this is some of the gears that I use that I'm going to shoot tomorrow. Now these are not all the gears that I use, this is just some of them because it's just engagement shoot tomorrow. I'm just keeping it small. But yeah, 2.7 kilos. Oh my god, this is good for now until they come with something better. But this think tank airport advantage, amazing. The back is pretty standard. There's nothing there. They could have improved it with more features, but this is just like nothing. I accidentally opened in there from inside. It doesn't look like the finishing, honestly. It's really well done. It's just does the job. It's just done. I can see there's still a tape over, but honestly, not many people see inside. I just accidentally open this. I just want to see what they put in there. It's like because it's quite easy to open. Yeah, it's just it's okay. Just maybe they should keep it closed. So I kept it closed so I don't see it. But because it's so easy to take out, just a Velcro open. Like, oh, is that all that is behind? But it kind of is. But putting that aside, I mean, really good build up from what you see. The good thing about this is slightly expandable on the side. This is my light stand, my mini light stand, which I've not really used it. I'm just going to try to use this now because it's much lighter. And this is the Think Tank Advantage. Now this is really good stuff, honestly. You need a luggage that is light. You need a luggage that does the job. That you don't really need to worry about when you go to the airport. But honestly, you still do even with this. What I do is I take out all the batteries and lenses and all that and stuff it in my jacket. So when they weigh the luggage, if they do, it has to be below 7 kilos. Then the moment I check in, then I would start taking all the stuff from my pocket and put it back in there. And I also have like a laptop bag. So I think we allowed one laptop bag kind of thing, but of course my laptop bag is a bit bigger than the laptop bag. Hopefully they don't check that. The point is to make it look small. And this, hopefully, when they look at this, it's like, maybe you don't want to weigh that. There's other guys with bigger luggage that probably they want to weigh that. So hopefully, yeah, this will not be a problem. Anyway, this is the Think Tank Airport Advantage, which I think I bought it for around 320 Australian dollars on sale. So I think it's the best investment so far for I mean, besides this is really good for local that you're not traveling anywhere. You're just shooting, waiting, and you can store in the car, just travel. But the moment you start going to the airport, you start weighing the luggage. This is the one. Let's go put this down. Oh, it's heavy. And this is the Billingham Pro Hadley 1. I think it's called Pro Hadley 1, yeah. Why I bought this? Well, I bought the other bags in the past. Looks pretty good. Actually, I just got it right here. This is a very nice Saint Laurent bag. I mean, the brand and all looks amazing. I like it in there. It comes with a rope and all that. Yeah, it's quite expensive to be honest because of the brand, and I like the look. And I thought of using this, but after a while I realized it's a nice bag, but it's not built for camera, although I have the insert here because I put it in from Hadley, another Billingham bag, and it works perfect. It's just that the weight, you can see, I don't know, it's just not made for weight. You pull this like, it will hold, but this will, just come up with all the odd shape and looks like it's struggling to hold up with the weight. So yeah, maybe with a Leica camera you can, but the moment you start putting DSLR, it's not made for that. Now this is made for that. Yes, it's a bit expensive as well, but it is well made. This is like really, really tough bag. I don't have anything inside, it looks really light in there. But yeah, easy to open. It doesn't look like camera bag. And I like this because now when I put a Contax camera, film camera, it's really huge and fat. Now when you start putting paddings in there, the bag is like struggle to fit in there, but this is like so expandable. You can really expand, and I only have one of this. The other one, I just put some padding inside there, just some padding that it doesn't damage my film camera. Because it's so big, the moment you put this in, the other part, or you have like other insert, it's not going to fit so well. It's like really pushing it. So without that padding, save me a bit of space, and it fits really well. This can fit my DSLR Nikon D750 with a 50mm lens right there. And because it's so deep, I can have another lens on top where I got a 20mm 1.8 or a Leica on top of that camera. You can actually fit that because it's so deep in there. So yeah, look at that, and that's the laptop compartment. These pockets are really huge. You can put lots of stuff in there, actually, like lenses. I don't do that because there's no padding, so unless I really have to, I do that. Normally I put some films or any other rubbish that I need, phones and all that. And then there's the back of it that have the zipper as well, that you can put stuff in there. This is honestly a bit annoying. It's really hard to open, but maybe that's the point, so people can, you know, do your stuff so easily when you travel. It's covered like that. And now I take this along with me as a laptop bag. Now, I hang it behind me, make it feel like really light, but the heaviest camera, the batteries and all that, if I can't fit in my pockets anymore, it goes in here, and hopefully they don't really check on this and they just weigh that, say, oh, that's 6 kilos, that's fine, because this could be like 5 kilos. It's really heavy on my shoulder. But the moment I check in, I take everything out and just put it right back there, and this probably weighs like 2 kilos, and I carry it around, so it's not that heavy. And it goes around the handle as well. This is a good thing. It's not rocket science, but some bags don't even have this. You should have every single bag, so you can just slide it in. Just one problem though, because this is so big in a way, when I put it on a roll of luggage, it sometimes falls to one side. It keeps falling one side. It wouldn't really fall. It just really weird, like it's going to fall, but it's not, because this is too broad. Maybe if they make it less broad, but sometimes handle's pretty wide, so they do that. But it could have been better if like it's not so wide, maybe a bit smaller. Then it whole grip would be better. Anyway, this is my Billingham Hadley Pro 1, and I think this is the best messenger bag. Well, I nearly bought Peak Design, to be honest. Peak Design is a very good bag. It's too famous in that sense that everyone kind of knows it. Maybe Billingham too. Just I didn't buy their messenger bag because I felt that it feels that it's big, although they come out with a smaller version now. But I felt that I need something timeless. Peak Design is amazing. No, don't get me wrong, I love it, and still probably want to buy that one day. It just looks good this year, maybe next, maybe 2 years down the road. Then the trend is out, gone. Now Billingham has been in the industry for so many years, maybe a decade, I don't know, but you know, those wall photographers, travelers and all that, they all have Billingham, and it is built with really good, you know, material, waterproof and all that. And putting that aside, it's built to last. I see a lot of photographers, once they're Billingham, I mean, you change bags along the way and you end up going back to this because it's just, you know, it doesn't really, it looks classy yet doesn't look like a camera bag. And it's a simple, there's no special features, honestly, it's just basic, but sometimes basics all we need, and this is what I like about it. So this is the Billingham Hadley 1, and this is my new toy that I've just purchased and waited like 4 months or 3 months for this. I bought from B&H. They said, oh, no stock, you know, give them a week. Well, a week became a month became 2 months, and 3 months, and just arrived before Christmas. Thank God for that. Anyway, this is the fanny pack. Maybe it's not a good word for it, but it's a pouch. You know, it's a bit lower, as you can see. It's not right at the hip. It goes a bit lower, so it's gonna be around here, a bit lower, down here. So when you wear a jacket, it doesn't like how you close it, zip up, you can't zip it up because right there, no, it wouldn't happen because it's lower down your thigh. So it felt that, you know, it's really good. It's like some guys, they have this pouch around the thigh area. This kind of it's like that. Now the point of me buying this is a Cosyspeed. Gee, I can't remember the name. Cosyspeed something, but this is the latest version of it. It's not leather, although it feels like leather according to the YouTube that I've watched. It's more expensive and it's more water repellent, blah blah blah, all that stuff. I said, yeah, that's fine for me. I don't really care as long as it looks good and it's water repellent. That's fine enough. I just the brown same bag pouch like this. They have stock, but this is always out of stock. I don't know why, because it's really good, because it's black and I like it, and grey. It's not like, you know, you're screaming, oh, I got a leather luggage here. So this black blends well if I'm wearing a black pants and all that, so it's not so obvious. Yes, it's still obvious, but it's not screaming like, look at this over there, but it probably still, anyway. Now, why I buy this? Pouch don't work well for me because it's right at hip. It looks really bad, like it's a part of the belly. And when put on the side, I don't know, it just doesn't look good. And the size is not good. There's so many problems. And I saw this on YouTube. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. I'm going to try that. So I got this. First thing is they say it's a one-hand operation. So this is one extra lock right here. And then to open it, you slide that. Just open it and close. It's locked by itself. You see it's locked already. You open it just by sliding to the side. So from the side, as I'm shooting, I got one camera right here. If I need another camera, just go in, grab my camera and click and put it right back there, and it just locked by itself. Amazing. And you can also use it like a shoulder bag if you like to. So it's really tiny and in a way good enough for mirrorless or film. I put this. This is my SD cards. It's supposed to fit a phone, but honestly, the moment you start putting a phone, I don't know, a sleeve over it or some protection and all that, they could have made it a bit bigger and more expandable, but I can't fit a phone in there. It's squeezing, so I don't spoil the leather case for it, so I just kept it out. But this is good for SD card. I used to, if you can see this peak design thing, I just realized it's easier to pull this up by just having this lug right out there. Rather, I can't find it. It's just up here, pull it, done. And I like the rate, so I can actually see it right there. This is the first one. There's the second pocket right here. Now this is the better one that I can put some spare batteries. Like this is my headphones, some spare batteries, chewing gum, whatever, a pen. You fix quite a few stuff here. Then you close it up. Oh no, let's put it back. Close it up. It's supposed to be kept small and still looks small. And inside, I mean, business cards, and I have again a peak design thing. I can just pull it up. This is my Swiss Army knife, tiny one. So in case I need scissors or a blade to cut some stuff, this is it. And it fits right here, tiny, so I can see it's right here. And at the moment, you know, this, as you can see, it's not really super spacious. You can put a DSLR in there, but it's going to be like that. So maybe not the best. Mirrorless, Leicas, Sony A7s, whatever. Yeah, it fits well. With the Leica, I still got a lot of space. This is Leica Q. I thought of selling that, but I decided to keep it because the quality is just amazing. I don't use a lot of it, but I'm trying to get back to this because I just like the weight of it. Anyway, taking that out just to show you what I have as well. So, and that I have another special compartment right in there because it's quite deep to have a rain jacket for this one. So it is water repellent, but if it's pouring, there's a disadvantage of this. I don't know if it's not made well or not. It's just silly to have a hole right here at this corner. Now, why do you have something like that? When the point of having this, like most backwood, like even Billingham, Billingham don't have it, maybe the other one does. Now, when you close this, you see there's a tiny gap here. If it rains, the water gets in here, and then there's a hole in here. It goes straight to the camera. Like, why you do that for? First, they should have closed it well. It is not made that well. You can see there's a gap here, and when water gets in, it gets straight through this hole to the camera. I'm like, anyway, so if it's raining, yeah, you may want to run fast or just try to cover this somehow. Yeah, just protect the corners. Just try to not get it wet. Although it's like, you know, although they got a rain bag, but it's a hassle to put it on. It's I just find that, and you know, and then it defeats the point of having this. But yeah, seriously, I love this. I'm gonna use it tomorrow, the first time, and I'm looking forward to try this bag. It's just amazing, and it looks really good. The other point I like to make, if Cosyspeed guys are watching this, this, I mean, it's holding a lot of weight on this. And the thread, they got double stitches here, but it's just not strong enough. It's like just jeans, kind of, maybe thinner than jeans. You see, the thread is not even solid. You see, when I pull it, I can even see the threads coming off. So if I have a little weight here, eventually this is going to tear. I guarantee this is going to tear. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I can see that you know, the thread is even coming off now, honestly. I haven't even used it for a while, first time. I'm going to use it for first time tomorrow, but check this out. It is terrible. You could have improved the stitching or double, triple stitch at just the corner here to make it tougher. Like some jeans, you know, you put your hands in the pocket. They have this double, triple, or thicker thread to hold on to the stitches, but this is terrible. I may have to get my wife to sew something to just make it. But it's really hard because there's so much padding. I don't even know how she can sew this, even if I want her to sew it. It's gonna look horrible. But seriously, oh my god, this is stupid, honestly. It could have... It's a perfect bag, but nearly. If they fix this problem, and the whole problem, yeah, that'll be perfect. Maybe the next version they want to sell it, and of course it's double lock and all that. But yeah, this is my new toy here, and yeah, this is the few luggage that I use. Along the way, I probably share some other new videos that, you know, explain why I changed from like this Navigator to the Airport Advantage. Kept the Billingham and use this for my shoot. When I travel, I think everywhere in the world I go, I'll use this, especially for shooting, because too much weight on the shoulder with the dual, you know, I use a hold fast like many does. It's so heavy, and hanging extra one camera over this, oh my god, and they don't really like, swing it everywhere. So by having it on the side, I use it and I put it back. Simple as that, easy. And that is why I think this is a good bag. And I can put my phone and my wallet and all that stuff in here. Yeah, it's not the safest, but I think it's okay. Thanks for watching.